people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more wrestling predictions with me, Dan. And this week we have arguably one of the most important WWE PLEs of the WWE calendar year. It is, of course, Money in the Bank to determine our next Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank and pretty much securing our next whatever champion they go on to cash on. Yeah. It is one of my favourite premium live events that we get in the WWE calendar year. I fucking love the Money in the Bank matches, even though, as of late, and I know I'm not the only fan that's sort of been saying this, but there's been a few fans online saying it and whatnot, it's not been the best booked sort of WWE gimmick, WWE fucking thing to have the Money in the Bank briefcase. We saw the Tiffany Stratton stuff was a bit, Drew McIntyre when he won it and failing almost immediate, thingy and then Priest and all that kind of shit. It's been a bit hit and miss, and I know Triple H as well, he said something weird about I can't remember the exact words, I don't want to misquote him, something about he didn't quite 100% know how to book the Money in the Bank briefcase, or the Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank, how he should book their run and stuff. I don't think it's a gimmick that he loves. But anyway, we are still going to predict. We're going to have to do some predictions inside of the predictions as well, because we still have a triple threat for the men to determine the last person inside the men's match, and the exact same thing for the women. But I'm trying to get all my videos sorted and recorded and uploaded, chill, relax, ready for the Switch to come out at the end of the week so I can sit and play Mario Kart World whilst we're watching some men and women perform for us inside of the ring. So here we go, visuals. Let's sit back, relax, and try and predict Money in the Bank 2025. Let us know your predictions in the comments below and how much you're looking forward to it and all the fucking fun, shilly, willy stuff, whatever the fuck that means. But here we go, visuals. My predictions from WWE Money in the Bank. Something that I do not have. I'll tell you what, because obviously there's only 4 confirmed matches as of WWE's website. We'll go for the ones that are definitely confirmed, then we can talk about the ladder matches in a sec. So we'll start off with Lyra Valkyria against Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is a tough one. This is a minging one. This one, though, has at least has some teeth starting from WrestleMania. Then we saw the betrayal of Becky after the girls lost their tag team championships and whatnot. Of course, there's the weird hidden factor of Bayley. Bayley was meant to be at that Mania match, and then she was took up by Becky Lynch and all that kind of stuff. Will she fit into this somewhere? Who the fuck is going to win this? I think this is a feud that's going to have some legs to it. It's going to have a bit of weight to it. It's not going to just be, Money in the Bank, the match happens, end, done, dusted. I think we can easily see this carrying over into the likes of SummerSlam and whatnot. That's with or without any intervention with Bayley, which I think there will be an intervention of Bayley. So I think to help give it legs, to help keep it going, to help the ball rolling and whatnot, story-wise, I think it would be better to give it to Becky Lynch. I think if she takes it from Valkyria, it will for the storytelling purposes, it will play out better and it will work out better. I think, though, my head's telling me to go for Lyra, though. No, I think storytelling-wise, we're going to say Becky Lynch picks up the win here and becomes our new Women's Intercontinental Champion. And then we'll see more shit play out. Like I said, Bayley involved somewhere, all the way down to SummerSlam. So, yeah, Becky Lynch is going to win. Up, we've got Cena teaming up with Logan Paul, and they're up against Jey Uso and, of course, the returning Cody Rhodes, and this will be his first, bit of in-ring actual matchup since his return at Saturday Night's Main Event 3 weeks, whenever the fuck it was, not that long ago. And this is a weird one. I know some of the again, some of us wrestling fans aren't too happy, especially with how this heel Cena run's been booked and whatnot. I'm not hating it. I guess they're trying to tick off as many boxes as they can. A little mini feud with Jay, a little tag team partnership here and there. And I don't know, I think when we get towards the end, we might have some bigger, meatier matches. I think, possibly. I don't know. That might ruin it as well, to be fair, though, if they're done right at the end. This one's a difficult one. Okay, well, it's not difficult because there's 2 champions we kind of need to protect. Obviously, Jey Uso and John Cena. We need to keep them protected. And as well, if I remember correctly, isn't Jey Uso fighting Gunther on the Raw after Money in the Bank? I'm fairly certain he is. So he needs to do a decent job of protecting him. The returning Cody Rhodes, is he going to return and be on a loss of a team? Because obviously, if the team of Cody and Jey are to lose, one of them obviously has to be pinned. Do you pin Cody on his return? The most pinnable person inside of this storyline is, of course, Logan Paul, who I'm going to be out there. I don't know if all of you lot will agree. I think he's a phenomenal addition to the WWE and to wrestling. I think he's absolutely outstanding to include. Just chucking it out there. You'll have to let me know if you disagree and whatnot in the comments. So he's obviously the one that you can say, yeah, happily can take the pinfall. And then if they want to, again, I know some fans might not want it. You could have a one-off Cena Logan match. You know, if Logan costs them the match, Cena can blame Logan and they can have their own little spat and whatnot. And it's just another little box ticked on the way to retirement. But that means Cena's going to be on a losing team. It will be the first time he's lost since WrestleMania, wouldn't it? The first time he's had, I know he's been, you know, attacked and he's been crossroad and all that kind of super kicked and shit since he's been RKO'd, but he's not like actually picked up a loss, has he? Yeah, it makes more sense, doesn't it? If Logan Paul's the only real pinnable one in terms of keeping the character strong and building going forward, it's going to have to be Team Cody and Jay that pick up the win. That's definitely more plausible. I know, like I said, you could still protect Cena. Cena could be distracted off elsewhere with him and Cody, you know, I don't know, fighting in the stands or doing something elsewhere, and Jay and Logan's just in the ring, a couple of super kicks and whatnot. So yeah, we'll say Cody and Jey Uso pick up the win on this one. Right, do we want the men's or the women's first? I've got it in this order. We'll just do the women's first. Right, so there is still a triple threat to happen with Stephanie Vaughn, Liv Morgan, and Ivy Nile. We need to predict that triple threat before we can include them into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Ivy Nile's not winning it. Stephanie, what did they do with Liv though? Because obviously Liv's so over, and she, you know, she's one of the hottest talents that they've got at the minute. She's definitely on fire with everything that she's doing. She's doing a phenomenal job. But do you stop any momentum Stephanie has after not long coming up from NXT? No, right, we'll say Stephanie wins the women's triple threat match. I don't know if that's happening on Raw or SmackDown. I couldn't tell you now. It'll be Raw, won't it? I think it's Raw. So that means we're going to include Stephanie into that match, which means we've got her, Julia, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss. Now, this is a fucking tough one to call. My head immediately goes to either Alexa Bliss or Rhea Ripley. But obviously, I'm watching, a big fan of Sonny Zapp, and I watch his videos, and he did his predictions. And I do like what he said with Rhea Ripley being an instant championship match in herself. She is, in a weird way, a briefcase of her own. If she wants a title match at some point, she'll get a title match at some point. And then, obviously, my next one is Bliss. But out of everybody, I'm looking at Naomi. I think if Naomi wins this, and she's been great since she's been a heel, if she wins this, obviously the story would be better if she could cash in on Jade or Bianca, but of course either of them girls don't have a championship of any kind as it stands at the minute. But you could easily have Naomi win, get a title off, you know, Tiffany Stratton or whoever she gets. Of the Tiffany Stratton one, there is some storyline there as well, isn't there? And then Bianca could chase Naomi, and Naomi's the champion. And I think Naomi's done a really good job at the women's division, well, in the wrestling in general, but you know, in the women's division, the story she's done, like I said, coming off the back of the Jade Cargill and sort of Bianca stuff and whatnot. I think Naomi will be a phenomenal winner, and I think she might even be a deserved winner. So you know what? I'm gonna say Feel the Glow. Not anymore though, because she's all, you know, caution or whatever the shit that tape is that she has on her and stuff now. But we're gonna say Naomi picks up the win. And same again for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have to predict a triple threat, but I think this one's a hell of a lot easier because we have CM Punk up against AJ Styles up against El Grande Americano. We know El Grande's got some other shit going down and whatnot, so he's definitely not winning. You can write him off right away. It comes down obviously to Punk and AJ, and as much as AJ would be great, there's still the weird carrying cross thing that's happening there, which is we haven't really picked up much on lately, have we, or done anything further with. And I think the obvious one, because as well, Seth's already in the Money in the Bank ladder match, I think the obvious one has got to be Punk, hasn't it? CM Punk's got to surely go through to this, and then into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And then that's when, again, just like the women's, this becomes, officially CM Punk wins that triple threat into the ladder match. This is where, again, like the women's, it becomes extremely fucking a bit tough to cut. Right, let's rattle everybody off. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Seth, Penta, Andrade, and of course, if my prediction's correct, it'll be CM Punk. Andrade was a shock to be in there in the first place. I mean, credit beating Carmelo Hayes and beat Jacob Fatu, didn't he? And Andrade went through. That was a big shock, but not winning. Penta would be great to see, would be fun. Not going to win. Solo Sikoa. there's some weird sort of divide fraction happening with him and Jacob Fatu and stuff at the minute. I can't see Solo Sikoa picking up the win in this one. So that leaves us with LA Knight, Seth, and Punk. And of course, we know the relationship between Punk and Seth at the minute, and how divided and fucked up and crazy and back and forth that's been. Will their hatred for each other ultimately cost them? My heart is saying LA Knight because I'm a huge LA Knight fan. I love LA Knight. He's my current, not including Cena because Cena's on his way out, but he's currently my favourite wrestler in WWE after Cena. Yeah, I think it would make sense, wouldn't it? You can see loads of moments where, oh my God, Seth's going to do it. He's going to finally pick it up. And then Punk stops him. But then again, you can have Punk. But then you've of course got Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, who can easily come out and stop Punk from winning and whatnot. They can get involved. They could also stop Punk, but then help Seth. Solo in LA Knight's got a little bit of, tiny bit of history there. I actually have no fucking clue. No, in my head, I'm imagining a world where this Punk and Seth feud continue. Oh no, but it would make sense if Seth can pull off like another one of his great heists, and then we have a Punk chasing Seth for the title and whatnot. No, right, I'm going to go for heart over head in this one. Punk and Seth cost each other in some way, shape or form. Because of course, Sammy can still come down and help out. Or even Jay could come down if the rest of Seth's crew gets involved. And he can, well, it depends, I guess, where. If Jay's match has already happened, then maybe he can, it depends if that's a main event or not. We're going to say LA Knight. And I think he would look great with the briefcase as well, coming down. You can see it with his glasses, LA and all. I think it would look fucking awesome. We're going to say LA Knight. And there we have the visuals, my predictions for WWE Money in the Bank 2025. Please let me know yours in the comments below. And if you're looking forward to the show, I always have a lot of fun watching Money in the Bank match, the premium live events. It always makes me feel a bit sad though, because I'm always skint when I'm watching it. I'm like, well, I don't got money in the bank. I spent my last, £4.99 on a cheap little takeaway and shit, and a couple of pack of buttons and some cans of Coke just to sit and chill with. But it's not the WWE's fault. It's fucking Nintendo's fault for making me want to play Mario Kart and being like, well, just give us all your fucking money. Bastards. Regardless, I think I will have a fun night watching it. I think it will be a really, really good show. And it's, like I said, it's such an important show. We're determining and helping shape the future of the WWE for the next God knows how many months until, well, God knows how many, the year gets until the next Money in the Bank. Depends how early the cash-ins happen and if they are successful and stuff. But anyway, visuals, another round of predictions from Watt. Let me know what you think of my predictions in the comments below. If you think I've got it a mile off, if you think I'm bang on, whatever it is you want to let me know. And, there probably will be more matches added, one or two here through SmackDown and Raw, because at the time of recording, we still have one more Raw and one more SmackDown to come. There might be a tag match, there might be another singles feud, so there might be something, but more importantly, visuals. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best, and remember to always keep being you, and keep on keeping on.